guys, this is Lolita. Here's on Friday, the 9th of January 2009. As a 14-year-old, Dear Diary, there is always something wrong, you know. Today it's about, and it's been for some time now, about how I will turn out to be. Understand? I need discipline, strength, faith, persistence, courage, better manners, and a strong will. I need so many things to be somebody I'm happy to be. Inside my heart, I'm truthfully happy to be. There's so many things I know but don't understand, like time is precious. I know that, but I don't seem to get it as I spent it on aimless things. How stupid can I be? My room is a mess. My studying schedule, I'm not keeping up with it, which is something that's like eating me alive, but I am not doing anything about it. Weird, huh? And diary, I wonder. If a guy keeps calling to ask about the silliest things, does that mean he's just looking for an excuse to talk to that girl and has a crush on her? Sunday, 11th of January, 2009. Dear Diary, my day was fine and everything was great, except for 2 incidents. In the morning, I was late for my midterm in French language. My mom dropped me off on a street close by to the school because the streets were blocked and that would just make me even more late to the exam. And I ran to school. I bumped into a car and almost fell, but I kept running. By the time I got to the exam room, my heart was beating fast and I was breathing with difficulty from all the running. After the exam finished, which by the way was easy, I did well. One of my nightmares came true. Which by the way was easy, I did well. After the exam finished, one of my nightmares came true. See, most of my dreams are about me looking for somebody or trying to get to somebody, or my parents want me but I'm lost and I can't get to them while they're getting angry. My mom called, so I go outside. But I was kept inside for some reasons, and she started to repeatedly call me, and when I answer, she speaks with an obvious tone of anger in her voice, just like the dream. I almost cried that this was coming true. Anyway, my mom didn't beat me or anything like that. She was really nice and friendly, but still I was nervous. I can't imagine what I would have been like if she did. It's sad. How can other teens put up with that? Being beaten up for nothing important. I am so grateful to Allah that my parents aren't like that anymore. Tuesday, 13th of January, 2009. Dear Diary, when having a wider perspective, certain things seem to shrink. After what I saw, everything seems to shrink. Nothing matters. The video, الضمير العربي, made my eyes red and my heart beating violently. It doesn't matter anymore whether I eat or not, or whether I'm fat or my clothes aren't nice. I think if I become a scientist, I might be selfish. I want to do something to help the weak, the poor, the injured, and everyone who needs help. Won't the killing stop? Ever? Let's be real. Human beings will always kill and hurt each other. It will never stop, ever. Sunday, 25th of January, 2009. Dear Diary, I had a social studies exam today. I tried so hard in the first 2 hours not to cheat, as the whole exam room was cheating. Apparently, no one studied as well as they should have, including me, of course. I had some trouble with the exam, but in the last half hour, I slipped. I cheated. I felt so bad that I did that. I didn't sleep well the night before, so I had a headache. Now compare me to Yara. Yara didn't even opened the social studies book and she had only 2 mistakes in the exam. She cheated the whole exam and was proud. I cheated about 3 things and felt so guilty. I slept 6 hours last night. She didn't sleep at all, supposedly studying. And for some reason, she thinks that it's not a cool thing to make friends easily and talk to people when it's the first time you see them. She thinks you should stick with who you know only. She's constantly checking out boys, and I think it's ridiculous. I'm staying with my grandmother because the school that I'm having my exams in is 5 minutes away on foot, and it's quieter than the house, so I can focus when studying, and I give my grandmother company instead of the horrible loneliness. So far, today I think I made 2 mistakes. I should have taken a shower this morning before going to the exam, and I shouldn't have taken a nap from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. instead of sleeping. I maybe could have revised for my mid-year exams to come. Diary, if my calculations are correct, then I'll lose about 3 marks in my social studies exam. Is it good enough? FYI, I studied hard for the exam, just not hard enough though. Monday, 26th of January, 2009. Dear Diary, I want to point out several things I noticed and thought about today. First, in the morning I got up, had breakfast, got ready and revised on my way to the school where I have my exams. I got there and I was worried, and that's normal. In the algebra exam, I thought I did very well, but after the time was up, I discovered I had some mistakes. I was confident with my answers, though, and I didn't cry like my colleagues who did and claimed that the exam was extremely hard. I thought it was normal. There just wasn't enough time. I kept trying to comfort my friends who were crying and corrected my answers with my colleagues who weren't crying. I revised quickly during the break for the religion exam, and it was easier than I thought it would be. I think I'll pass, even though I didn't revise well enough. I came home walking to my grandmother's house. Youths are very irresponsible and idiotic. In the religion exam, everybody cheated. Everybody! But I didn't. By coincidence, the lessons I quickly revised were the ones in the exam. And I thought to myself, are they aware of what they're doing? Do they have any idea? And I can't say I never cheated. I did. But most of the time, I try not to. These careless students that cheat because they didn't even care to look at the book, what do? What do they care about? Wow, their world must be so limited and tiny compared to mine. Maybe because I have a wider point of view. Then again, I didn't go into their minds to know that. Oh, and I almost forgot to point out how I hate it in myself when I am careless and irresponsible.